YouTube. This is Ali with Ali So Crafty. Today we're going to review another pattern from So Sweetness. This pattern is a cell phone or a tablet stand. Actually, she calls it a sewing room stand, but in reality it is a stand to hold your cell phone or your tablet or iPad. But before I go on, I just want to say thank you so much to my subscribers. You guys, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for subscribing. And if you are not a subscriber, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Here you will be getting videos on reviews and different little tutorials. And leave a comment below letting me know what you think about this pattern review and if there are any other patterns you would like me to review. Also, I am thinking about breaking down the cost to make these patterns. So if that's something that you're interested in me talking about, let me know in the comments below. And on the next video, I can share with you how much it costs to actually make some of these projects. Okay, you guys, let's get started. Let me go over the features of this tablet or cell phone stand. This pattern is actually really easy and is definitely beginner friendly because, as you can see, there are no hardwares, zipper, anything. It's truly two pieces of fabric, a little bit of a mesh pocket, and the inside is, what will be not difficult to sew, but it's a little bit thick, but I think that it will go through a regular machine, like home machine as well. So I really think this is a good pattern for beginners. I used cotton fabric for all three of the stands I made, but you can really use probably like a waterproof canvas. I wouldn't use anything heavier than that. If you want to make it waterproof, you can always add some vinyl fuse, and I've included a video here that I show you how to waterproof your fabric if that's what you want to do. Other than that, I would just stick with my cotton fabric just like she suggests in her pattern. The reason why I really like this cell phone or tablet or iPad stand is because it's so lightweight. It is very, very lightweight. As you can see based on the prints that I'm using, I'm making these for kids. Actually, these are for my nephews. So I wanted something that they could just carry wherever they went. So these were perfect because they're portable. They're very lightweight and they're very portable. And because you can close them flat like this, they will fit anywhere. Like you can easily store these in the bedroom. If you're traveling on a car ride, you can put this in a tote bag, in a book bag, and they will fit perfectly. And if you want to open them in the car, it's easy to open. As you can see, all you do is open it, attach the Velcro, and it's ready to go. The kids can put their cars back here, or if you're using it for your sewing room or craft room, you can put some pens, things like that back there. And it folds up like this so that when you put your phone or your tablet, it doesn't tip over. But it's very convenient. Like, look at that. You can also even close it like this and it will fit. You can store this in a bookcase, anywhere, in a little cube. They can take this to school. I mean, there's so many things that this can be used. So that's one thing I really, really liked about this particular pattern. The cool thing is that you can put your cell phone or your tablet either landscape, it will fit perfectly, or portrait. It's tall enough to hold an iPad and long enough to put your phone in landscape. So that is another thing I really liked about this pattern. As always, I prefer the video. Towards the end of the pattern, it was missing pictures, and I really need to have the pictures along with the description if I'm reading it, so that I can make sense of it. So I suggest always getting the video. Now, this pattern is part of her Minikin 2, and it's a bundle. It's a bundle of several patterns. I don't remember exactly. I'm gonna look it up and put it up here. Now, I'm not an affiliate. I don't get any money. I don't get any recognition. I'm not even one of her testers for the pattern. I'm just suggesting this Minikin because to me, it has been kind of like the best Minikin from her. I have done most of the patterns from that Minikin, and they have been really, really, really good. I cannot complain. So that's my suggestion. So yes, if you get this pattern, you have to get the Minikin, which I think it comes with the videos. But one thing that confused me, oh, it confused me so much, was when she talks about the exterior and the lining. When she mentions the exterior, she's actually mentioning this fabric, the fabric that's on the inside. And when she mentions the lining, she's actually mentioning this part. So to me, if I'm gonna use it like this, to me, this is the exterior and this is the lining. Well, not on the pattern. On her patterns, this was the exterior and this was the lining. And that was confusing. So confusing. But obviously, I made several of these. I eventually, caught on to it. But at first, I was very confused. So just keep that in mind, that what you want to see on the outside when you're using your stand, that is the lining, not the exterior. Just saying. I actually went through my pattern and crossed wherever it said exterior, I wrote lining, and wherever it said lining, I wrote exterior because I was getting so confused. Now, I'm gonna share with you some mistakes that I made and also a couple of tips. So as you can see real quick, what I did is that I took the main insert for this project. There are different pieces that you have to attach to the insert. In her instructions, she says, to stitch one of the inserts, then measure, then stitch again, then measure, then stitch. And it was just getting a little too complicated for me. So what I did is that I added up the measurements for each, added the difference in between each piece, and I just placed the markings directly on the main insert. And then I place my pieces, the inserts, on top of it. Like that. Because when I like to go to the sewing machine and just sew everything at once. I'm making 3 of these. So I have 3 inserts. They're all marked and they're all ready to go. All I'm doing now is stitching them. A lot of times when you're making projects and you're attaching foam, the pattern maker asks you to use double-sided tape to kind of join the fabric to the foam. But if you don't have double-sided tape that is specifically for sewing, you can also use iron-on hem tape, and it works just like it. Take a little piece, put it right there, take your iron and just kind of press it lightly. That's it. It's attached now, you see? It's not coming off. It's attached. So when you don't have double-sided tape, iron-on hem tape works perfectly as well. I have made already 2 of these stands, and I'm working on my 3rd one. And as I was making it, I realized that my fabric right here, I hope you can see it, but right there, I don't know if you can see it, it kind of is torn. Like you can see the interfacing coming out. So I have to admit I'm a little bit lazy, I guess. And I don't want to have to take everything out and cut another piece of fabric and then put the piece of Velcro in there and all of that. So I decided to try something different. I took the measurements from here to here, and then I took the measurements from here to like half the Velcro, okay? So I took that piece, I cut a piece of fabric with those measurements, same color, and a piece of interfacing. I'm going to interface this, and then I'm going to fold this by like 1/2 inch. So 1/4 and 1/4. So one of the edges, not both edges, just one side. And I am going to stitch it right there under the Velcro. And that will cover this piece of fabric that is damaged. Okay, so we'll see. Let's give this a try. Can you even tell? Can you even tell? So here is the piece. Now I'm going to place this folded edge inside the Velcro here. And of course, you know, it's aligned at the top edge of this panel. And then the folded piece goes inside the Velcro. And now I'm going to stitch the Velcro around it and stitch this along the edges. And you guys, you cannot even tell that this piece is kind of placed on top of it. Now, if you're planning on making this to sell, I suggest you don't do that. I suggest you don't take the shortcut like I just did and, you know, do this. This is for personal use. So I'm kind of like, it's all right. But if you're selling this, obviously you want it to be nice and perfect. Unless you want to get creative and get like another piece of fabric that matches the other piece. And, you know, if you want to get creative, by all means get creative. But yeah, this just is what I wanted to do. And it's the first time I've ever done this, but it was an idea and I decided to give it a try. You know, now let's finish it, right? Let's see how it looks all done. Thank you so much for watching, and check out more of my videos right here. And I will see you next week. Ciao.